Hey everybody, it's your girl Nell. I am hanging out here in Tampa, beautiful, beautiful Tampa Bay, my home. I really, really love Tampa, Florida. Yes, I know the politics here is not to my liking. Uh-oh. Does this lady want something? Hey! Did you need something? Did you need something?
I was going to ask if I could take
Oh, go right ahead.
this one.
Yes. You're
Bless you.
welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, this lady was trying to signal me and I wasn't paying attention, but she wants to get over in this lane, so I'm going ahead and let her. But anyhow, I love Tampa, Florida, even though the politics are not to my liking. But the only thing that I can do is, for this city and state that I really, really love, I have to do my part in using my voice to express how I feel about the politics here in Tampa Bay. Right now, we are driving along. We are on Kennedy Avenue. We are at Howard, and there is the Circle K, and we are heading to Starbucks. We got to get that morning coffee on, and that's what I'm doing today. Kennedy is another major thoroughfare here in Tampa. But it takes you into South Tampa. It takes you out to the airport, but it doesn't take you into the heart of Tampa, the city. So, but if you want to head to places like the International Mall or International Plaza, if you would like to head to the airport, Tampa International Airport, and there is Starbucks. If you want to head to those places, then Kennedy can be of assistance to you. So the Starbucks line is really, really long. And what's so funny is that the Starbucks is right next to the Dunkin' Donuts. So I guess if you are a Dunkin' Donuts fan, you'll be over to my right-hand side trying to get you a Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And if you are a Starbucks fan like myself, you will be heading to the left where I am in this long line to get a cup of coffee. When I'm at Starbucks, I usually pick up a caramel macchiato, or I get the mocha. Sometimes I get that caramel ribbon crunch. Now that's delicious. But today I'm not going to get the caramel ribbon crunch, even though it is hot outside. I am just going to get my regular caramel macchiato with some whipped cream, and that's going to be it for me today. I don't really have an appetite because I just came from the river walk, so I did a little exercising today, a little walking, so I'm not really interested in eating anything, especially from Starbucks, because you know those are just empty calories. And right now I'm working on better health and working on taking off the LBs. And the one thing I do not want to do is, right after I'm already working hard to get off the weight, I don't want to ingest calories that are going to be, you know, just empty calories. I'm not going to do anything with it, but continue to blow up the fat cells that I already kind of depleted from walking. So that would be ridiculous, and it doesn't make sense. So once again, welcome to Simply Nails Tiny Studio. I am out and about. I'm not in the tiny studio today. I am hanging out in the streets of Tampa. There is a hurricane on the horizon, so it's beautiful right now, but the clouds are rolling in. I don't know if you can see that, but the clouds are beginning to roll in, so it's going to be probably raining today on and off. It usually rains here in Tampa during the rainy season between the hours of 3 and 6 p.m. every day. However, with this tropical depression getting ready to roll in, I believe it will be raining a little bit sooner than later. There is a lot of traffic today at the Starbucks. I'm not used to this type of traffic here at Starbucks. The Starbucks near my home, and there are maybe 2 of them, which probably explains why my Starbucks isn't crowded like this. But I have a Starbucks near my home, and I have to wait, yes, but this is kind of ridiculous. But it is, it is the morning, a weekday morning, so Nail, get yourself together as far as patience is concerned. I'm moving the camera around a little bit there. So I hope that you've been having a pretty good day. I'm sorry about my last video. It cut off on me, and that's because my phone rang, and I'm really sorry about that. I'm learning how to use my my video camera on this phone. I'm learning how to use it to take video. So I'm learning. It's all the process. So please bear with me. I want to thank everyone who recently subscribed to Simply Nails Tiny Studio. We're trying to do new things over here. If you subscribe to the channel, I talk about how to care for or maintain and love on your dreads, your locks. I also talk about Vintage Coach and my love and obsession with Vintage Coach. And I also, I'm a crochet designer. So I'm a crochet and jewelry designer. So I also talk about all things crochet. And I'm getting into a little bit of showing some of my my jewelry here on the channel. So I'm working on making or recording tutorials, crochet tutorials, and basic jewelry design techniques here on my channel. So watch out for those videos. Watch out for that. And if you would like to see more videos on dreadlock maintenance and care, if you have questions about dreadlock maintenance and care, please drop down in the comment section and let me know that you would like to see more videos about that, about Coach, about crochet, or jewelry making. So right now I am at the Starbucks, and I'm going to order a grande caramel macchiato, and then I'm going to be heading back into downtown Detroit, and I would be taking you on a small tour of downtown Detroit. But I do want to send my condolences and my heartfelt prayers to the families of the 3 people who were brutally shot down at the Dollar General in Jacksonville. Just breaks my heart, and I really, I'm really upset that things like this continues to happen in this country. And once again, the murderer was an angry young white male. What is going on in this country? This country, did you know that there are more guns in this country than there are American citizens? I mean, that is just absolutely ridiculous. We have a pandemic going on here in America, and it's not not just the COVID pandemic. We have a pandemic of people out here wilding out with these guns. And it is just really sad and unfortunate. I don't know, what are these people trying to do here? You trying to get out? I'm going to sit here until I figure out what these folks are trying to do. But as I said, it's a pandemic going on here. But it's not not just the COVID pandemic. We have another pandemic going on. It's a pandemic of guns, of violence. Gun violence is what the pandemic is here in America. It's an ongoing pandemic. It is a terroristic pandemic. We live, believe it or not, we live in a perpetually terroristic society. Because these days, you don't know if you're going to leave the house, leave your home and your family. You do not know if you will be back. That is the reality of living in America. Let me name or list for you the places where you can be gunned down. You can be gunned down at the movie theater. You can be gunned down at your local Walmart. You could be gunned down at your neighborhood grocery store. You could be gunned down at school. You could be gunned down in college. You can be gunned down anywhere in this country. You can be gunned down at the mall. Yes, you can. You could be gunned down protesting. It does not matter in this country these days. No place is sacred. You could be gunned down at church. Yes, you can. All of those things can happen here in America because gun violence is prolific in this country. Excuse me. Gun violence is just insane here.
Are you on substance water?
Yes, I am.
What can I get started with you?
I would like a grande caramel macchiato, hot.
Oh, brownie caramel macchiato, hot.
Yes, and that's it.
All right, and then I'll see you at the window.
Thank you. It's a freaking epidemic. I remember coming up in Detroit, Michigan, and I remember there being gun violence. You know, I remember being afraid of gun violence, but to the extent that I'm afraid now, no. No, not at all. Not at all. Here's the thing. I moved from Detroit, Michigan to Florida because of violence. All right. At that time, there had been episodes of gun violence in various places, but you know, I really feel that right now, in this day and age, it's become a pandemic. It's become an epidemic here in this country, and it's just really, really sad. And I moved to Florida because of the weather, and I moved here because of the low rates of violence when it was compared to Detroit, Michigan. And that's true. You know, relatively true here. But now we've gotten to the point where acts of violence, gun violence, can happen anywhere because people are angry. I mean, you thought folks were angry, but you know, people are really, really angry and they are upset. And what fuels that anger and that hatred and that upset that people are feeling is the things that they ingest into their minds which is racist propaganda. And this racist propaganda and hate fuels their need to express their feelings or their violent tendencies by wielding a gun. And it is just very, very unfortunate and very sad that we live in a community, or that we live in a countrywide community where you could be going about your everyday existence, minding your own business, and you could possibly get gunned down. And it's not right, it's not fair, but that is just how it is. I don't know how we are going to remedy this, because every idea that has been proposed to our congressmen and senators, big business has thwarted them. And when I say big business, I mean the NRA. I mean politicians are or have allowed themselves to be compromised. Okay, I'm coming up to Starbucks here. So will you excuse me for a moment while I take care of this business? Hello. Yes, good morning. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can I have a cup of... Okay. You know, I just spilled my coffee. Well, just a little bit of it. Not a lot, so I'm just going to clean this up. Yes, can I have a few napkins?
Napkins?
Yes. I spilled my coffee.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Here you go. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Let me just clean this up real quick. All right. Okay. All right, so I got my coffee. And now I am going to head into, well, I'm going to head into downtown Detroit. Did I say downtown Detroit? I am not heading into downtown Detroit. I'm heading into downtown Tampa. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Oh, I'll be cracking myself up sometimes. I had a doctor that once worked on this street. What is this, Dakota? Yeah, I did. Oh, and these streets are really, really bumpy. Okay. Well, I spilled some of my coffee, just a little bit. It's still enough in there for me to get my caffeine fix on. Excuse my camera. hope you can see what I see as I am out here in these Tampa streets. I need to get out of that bike lane and stop goofing off. So I think the last video we were on Platte and we had headed into Hyde Park. So this time I'm going to take you into Hyde Park, but I am going to take you onto Bayshore. And Bayshore is just so beautiful. It's right off the water. So let's head in that direction. So anyhow, my heart goes out to, you know, all of the, oh shoot. Asshole! Asshole! You just turned your reverse lights on. I've been sitting right here. Please move your car. I swear to God. What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna pull over and look at it. Go about your business. I'm okay.
You sure?
Yes, I'm okay.
You positive?
I'm positive.
I gotta park this building for
Okay, go ahead.
Have a good day, ma'am.
You too.